Hey there, this is Dan Weller. I'm down here at WaterBear in Brighton. So I'm going to give you some tips that will help you if you're a rock or metal writer, guitarist, producer, working at home for home demos. So the first thing is get a sound or a guitar tone that is vibey, that feels good to play. Because if we're talking about metal, it needs to feel great to play. So make sure you've got a great amp modeler or a great sort of hardware fake guitar, or even better, an amp with a massive cab and a microphone. Whatever suits you, make sure it feels good and you're excited to play. I know that sounds kind of hippie thing to say, but for me, I always write my best stuff when all the circumstances seem right and I'm like, yeah, this is good. So try and make sure the guitar tone, first off, is perfect. Okay, so tip number 2, same as the guitars, when you're programming drums, which again are fundamental to rock and metal, make sure that you're doing it with sounds that sound as real and as kind of vibey as possible. So there's various different ones, and you'll know all of the main protagonists. I personally use slate trigger, and I find it's great, and I'll often use the overheads from Studio Drummer in Contact. So I'll be using the overheads from one and the bottom kit from another, and I find that I can create really great sounding drums that I really enjoy playing to, and I find that I write better riffs, so make sure that the drums sound great. Tip 3 for recording rock or metal at home. If you're feeling uninspired or you're not really sure what kind of track to make, all right, a good way and a good tip for songwriting across the board is tap a tempo of a song that you love. So say, for example, you absolutely love a certain Metallica song, or you love a certain Architects song, as we're here in Brighton. I thought I'd name drop my voice in Architects. Tap a tempo. What's it saying? Okay, 130 BPM, cool. Make a beat 130 BPM, start writing riffs. Don't be restricted by that beat though. So sometimes if you make a beat that's heavily laden with offbeats or something like that, it may push you to make a certain riff. So sometimes it's better to just put a backbeat in, no kicks at all, no cymbals, just a backbeat and a click. Loop it, write riffs. And you'll find that you'll start coming up with riffs a lot quicker with very simple blueprints to play to. Don't shoehorn yourself in one way or another too far. Often starting with a tempo is the best way to do that. Tip 4, and the final tip, for writing and producing metal rock at home. Give yourself a time limit, okay? So I sometimes say like a 10-minute or a 5-minute or a 30-minute or even 1 hour, whatever suits you. Set that clock and then look at it tick down, and give yourself that focus to say, by the end of this time, so say it's 10 minutes. When 10 minutes is up, I want to have a riff and maybe a chorus. Go. Timer. Gone, here we go. Start writing. And I always find that if I'm left to my own devices and I've got Netflix on in the corner, I'm like, nah, and I start sort of overthinking it, it could take me ages to come up with very simple stuff. If I give myself a fake deadline, almost like I'm back at school doing homework and I've got to get this done, something happens in my brain and I focus and I come up with better stuff. So try to manage your time as well as you can, and if you have to trick yourself into giving yourself mini deadlines, then that's a good tip. So good luck. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe here on the WaterBear channel. If you want to see more tips or learn more from me, or just see my day-to-day music industry life, come and follow me at my Instagram, Dan Weller Guitar. Hopefully if there's anything I can do to help, just holler, send me a message, absolutely fine. And I look forward to seeing you at some point in the future.